Now, I'm going to need you to watch this very carefully because what happened at the Grammys last night, it wasn't random. It wasn't emotional. And it definitely wasn't artists just expressing themselves. It was coordinated. And once I show you how, you're going to realize why Trump just reacted the way he did.
Song of the year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. Which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton. So, oh, I told you it's my last year. What are you going to do about it? Song of...
Ah, man, a lot of people FAFO'd with similar sentiments of what are you going to do about it in reference to Trump. Now, this wasn't in an award show, right? It was Hollywood reminding you who they think should shape the culture, who should control the narrative, who they think needs to sit down and shut up. And the wild part, they told you the whole story themselves. So let's walk through it. Trevor Noah, he opens up with a joke about Trump, Greenland, Epstein, Bill Clinton, all wrapped up in the one laugh. And let's be honest, the joke wasn't meant to be clever. It was meant to frame Trump. Comedy does this thing where once people laugh, the accusation feels lighter, the context disappears, and nobody asks any follow-up questions. Yeah, that's how you sneak narratives in a room without resistance. Now, normally, that's where it would end. Laugh, clap, move on. That's where it would end. But Trump, he doesn't play that game. Not even a little bit. Trump fires back on True Social. And, let's go ahead and go through it. He says, now, it's small for me, and I know it's small for y'all, so we're going to struggle together. I said struggle like I'm born in the South. It says the Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky, CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whomever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the at the low Ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on the Epstein Island. Wrong! I can't speak for Bill, but I have never been to Epstein Island nor anywhere close. And until tonight's false and defamatory statement, I've never been accused of being there. Not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser. Better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty with a dollar sign. Plenty money. Ask little George Stoppadopoulos. I think that's how you say his name, Stoppadopoulos. George Stoppadopoulos. Anywho. I'll start that sentence over. Ask little George Stoppadopoulos and others how that all worked out. Also ask CBS. Damn. If you know, you know. Ask CBS. Get ready, Noah. I'm going to have some fun with you, President DJT. Yeah, he calls the Grammys unwatchable. Calls out the lot. Threatens legal action. I'm sure we're going to notice a shift. The conversation is going to stop being, what was the accusation fair? And becomes, why is Trump so angry? That's what it's going to be. That's intentional. Defend yourself loudly. And suddenly you're the story. Now, but here's the key point. The reason this type of stuff, how do I say, that response don't slow down Hollywood at all. I think that's what I want to say. If anything, it activated them.
Our voices really do matter, and the people matter. And I say, sorry.
Oh, wow, she said F Ice. Yeah, that they censored her at the F Ice part. Billie Eilish gets up there and says, no one is illegal on stolen land. Then drops F Ice, which got censored. Where's Kanye West when you need him? I'll explain. Because nobody got on stage to ask her to grab the mic and say, yo, which land, which law, and what policy replaces enforcement? Hold up, I'm going to let y'all finish. I don't know, man. because slogans aren't designed to be questioned, is the point. They're designed to be replaced. And the censorship, that just turned her into a hero. Now, watch how fast this spreads, because words weren't enough. They needed visuals, a badge, if you will.
We got one last stop here. Just got another stop in front. Yes, please. Thank you. Guys, just this way, please. Thank you.
And right next to him, please.
And on the left,
just both your eyes, just this way. Thank you very much.
to the left, please.
Thank you. Justin, straight ahead, mate. Thank you.
Justin Bieber. Well, Justin and Hailey Bieber hit the red carpet wearing Ice Out pins. Clear message. No confusion. But here's what they don't deal with. They don't live near unsecure borders. They don't deal with overcrowded cities. They don't deal with crime spillover. I'm pretty sure they live behind gates with private security and millions of dollar mansion. Well deserved, you know. I'm not saying he didn't work hard for it. But, well, so when Hollywood lectures you about compassion, understand the translation. You live with the consequences. They live with protection. And notice, it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't angry. It was wrapped up all in softness. Bad Bunny steps up and says, fight the hate with love. Sounds beautiful.
Not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. We don't hate them with love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you.
He talked about how selective his love was. Like I said, he said, fight with love. And that sounds beautiful. But let me explain a trick to y'all. Let me explain. Once disagreement becomes hate, there's no debate left. You don't get to argue anything. No policy. You know, you dismiss opposition as immoral. That's how power avoids scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? And it avoids scrutiny without ever raising its voice. There's something else he said in there that I wanted to talk about or touch on, but I can't remember at this moment. Maybe it'll pop up later. But then something happened that didn't fit the script.
And God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. And anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm slightly emotional just hearing that right there. That was powerful. Y'all see? Well, y'all see that? That's real. You know, I wish I was an actor and couldn't cue that up on cue. But anywho, Jelly Roll thanks Jesus. Not politics, not slogans, no applause prompts, just responsibility, redemption, faith, things that we can identify with. And you watch the room. No eruption, no media praise tour, because faith doesn't reinforce control. It teaches accountability. This caption also comes with Jelly Roll steps up to the mic at the Grammys and boldly praises Jesus Christ, giving glory to God for changing his life. Unlike so many others in Hollywood who use their speeches to push political narratives and keep it real, he kept it real and focused on faith. Ooh, I'm going to get that to motivational tip. That was a I'm proud of you tip right there. You know, well, it wasn't a full tear, just it was almost okay. But once that contrast hits, people alone start asking the questions that Hollywood seemingly avoids.
Oh, Trevor, why you coming at Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass.
You need to be worried about the people sitting right in front of you. Your friends Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Right.
Public place, you did it. Probably the Obama thing.
John, what's the? Oh God.
Oh God.
John.
What?
What is your wife talking about?
I don't know. We're not going to discuss that.
We're not going to discuss it.
We're not. We're not talking about it.
Not the White House.
It was not at the White House.
It was 100% not at the White House. I promise.
He was not elected yet.
I'm in trouble now.
Now, excuse my language, but John, what the hell was that bitch talking about? What the hell were you doing with the Obamas? Before he was elected? You care to explain what's going on? Or maybe you can explain these tweets that your wife been tweeting out. Johnny and I are on the way to the Hollydale. Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza. Cheese pizza? I heard that before. Where did I see that? Oh, maybe right here. Code words and terminology used by pedophiles to identify sexual preferences. Hot dog equals boy. Pizza equals girl. Cheese is little girl. That's a mighty big coincidence, John, wouldn't you say so? I don't know about them people, Trevor. Maybe you should be worried about them. Stop focusing on Nicki Minaj, let her do her thing. Stupid ass. Enough is enough. There's a lot of sick things going on in Hollywood and people need to be investigated and locked up. Starting with John Legend and his wife. Jay-Z next.
Dang. Ooh. Look, the internet starts pointing out that the same industry preaching out morality keeps tripping over its own past. It keep popping up. Suddenly the tone changes because preaching works best when nobody looks behind the curtain. And then, accidentally, when nobody, is looking, somebody tells the truth.
I love when famous people think they can delete a post and it's going to go away forever. Honey, we saved your post. Lizzo, the woman that has been accused of SA by 3 of her employees, got on the internet trying to defend Jay-Z. And those accusations about Jay-Z, it's related to the Epstein list. Don't worry, Lizzo, I saved the post. I'm going to make sure that everybody sees it.
In the comments, I knew she was wrong. Jay-Z, I knew he was... What did it say Jay-Z did? He was there in 1996. Come on, people. Y'all are falling for it. It's the easiest, oldest trick in the book. And honestly, I'm losing faith in the average intelligence of the American person.
Wait, are you suggesting that you're smarter than the average American person because you're famous? Anyways, go on.
Just because somebody's name is mentioned in a 3 million document file of a person's life who's been lived over crimes who've spanned decades, doesn't mean that every single person is an accomplice. He could be mentioned. He referenced Jay-Z once. He was like, oh, we could learn from Jay-Z's business model. Where's the crime? Focus.
I bet whoever does your PR had a straight up meltdown when they saw that you made this post, because there are claims against you that are so bad I can't detail them in this video. Yeah, and everybody has been wondering for years why Jay-Z gets to walk free while everybody around him seems to get in trouble. And then here you are getting on the internet trying to defend him. Well, I hope from this little event, this little you posting the video, taking it down, that you will realize the internet is forever, and lots of us love to use our phone storage. Let me know what you guys thought about what she said and how absolutely crazy and hypocritical it was.
Yep. Lizzo explains that being mentioned in Epstein documents doesn't automatically mean guilt. She's right. But here's the uncomfortable question. Why does that logic apply selectively? Seriously. Why is context allowed for some, but never for Trump? Ever. Because consistency breaks narratives, y'all. That's why. And that's when somebody stops playing polite. We got Jack Unheard reporting. Major breaking. Nicki Minaj is gearing up to take down the entire music industry. He also wrote, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining maintaining power? She says Democrats are in on it, and anyone who votes for them is soulless and will perish. Let's go ahead and read this thing, y'all. She says, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story time, since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated, and until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard. Dang. Nicki Minaj comes in with no filter. She says the industry is dark. Says Democrats are part of it. Now that she's on our side, I cannot wait to know. Can't wait. Now, agree or disagree, you just look at the reaction. Not debate, not discussion. Panic, because nothing scares a control system more than someone who doesn't need approval. And that's exactly the wavelength that she's on right now. Pray for her safety, they say. Next to do Trailer Swift. Wow. Way to go, Nikki. Love having you on the Good Guys team. So, y'all, let's go ahead and zoom out real quick. Let's zoom out a bit. This wasn't chaos. This was comedy to open the door. Music to soften the resistance. Celebrities to normalize it. Faith sideline. And Trump, again, standing in the way. That's why the reaction was so aggressive. Trump isn't fighting Hollywood. He's fighting their monopoly on narrative. And last night, they exposed it. Trying to keep it. Now, if you made it all the way through to this video, I want you to put mask off. So I know that you really saw it. And if you skip to the end just to write it, I ain't even mad at you. Everybody got their reasons, and I love reading comments. I don't know. It's weird. One of the comments that I like reading on a regular basis is, hey, I'm usually at work or I'm usually, at home watching on TV, so I don't always get a chance to comment. But today, something resonated with him in a video, and I wanted to respond. I had to I don't know why those make me go, I appreciate that, because I understand people. Sure, it's the internet. Sure, it takes from on this side of the screen. We tell y'all that a like, share, comment don't mean much, but not doesn't mean much, but it doesn't take much, rather. However, the fact that you put the effort into doing that, I really appreciate that, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm extremely grateful. Y'all be safe. Go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving a life. Peace.